as we know, these fellas right here, um, I believe they had a. I believe Dave Canales had a word of prayer today, man. He in that press conference he had today, he looked like he didn't sleep at all, bro. He prayed. He prayed on it, man. After that game yesterday with the Chargers, bro.
And look, man, we got to talk about it just a little bit before we get into the main course of why we're here. Dave Canales has officially benched Bryce Young for Week 3. Andy Dalton will be the starting quarterback. I know, Ace, me and you talked. I mean, we said it. We talked about how Dave he's not going to sugarcoat it. He's gonna play the best. He's gonna put the best out there. We saw what he did with the roster going into the season, flipping the entire secondary around on its head. Um, I'm not surprised that he did it with Bryce because what we've seen thus far has been, I think, worse than what we could have ever imagined. I don't think I could have imagined a worse start for a second year quarterback under a new offensive coordinator, or under new offensive, coach and everything, bro. It's been bad. Like I watched the game yesterday for what I could before it got out of hand. I don't. It's nothing there, bro. It's not. That kid looks shell shocked. He looks completely disturbed. Like he does. He looks nothing like the guy. Even last year, he doesn't look anything like that kid. I don't know. I think I feel for him because I feel like I'm watching him. I'm like, bro, he's mentally gone. That the confidence isn't there. The moxie isn't there. I don't know what he sees because when you watch the game, dog, there are guys open. Like I think the scheme is there and it works. But and it also has fans questioning whether Dave has come up with a better scheme than Frank Reich, and I believe he has. I'm watching guys running open in Dave's scheme. I'm watching a quarterback right now that just simply cannot execute. That simply lost it mentally to the point where he's not seeing the field, and the things that were taught to him throughout the offseason, the minor things that we were taught to feel like, hey, step up in the pocket, your footwork. He's losing all of that in real time because I think he's so shell shocked from what he had to deal with last year. But buddy, the same thing I said about. You remember I said this a lot about Lenore's after his first start. I'm like, hey, if you don't have it up here, if you ain't mentally tough, you ain't mentally built for it, you won't last. And for a quarterback that played under Nick Saban, I'm kind of surprised by how it feels mentally fragile he's seemed to be so far through these first two games. Like I haven't seen a guy that's been able to pick his team up, pick himself up. Like he can't lead a group of men like this, not with this type of mentality, bro. So, what were your thoughts on the benching by Dave Canales?
Um, I knew that it was coming. I just didn't know. I thought he was gonna at least do it in the off season, but I feel like they didn't want to wait when it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, the way Bryce has been looking, we're not gonna win any games. And the last thing David Tipper need under his name is an 0-17 season. So I I didn't expect it to be this soon, but at the same time, once you make this move, Bryce Young time in Carolina is over. Basically, that's basically what they're telling us. If you watch the press, did y'all watch the press today? How
I didn't watch the press at all. I mean,
I
I
seen a little
honestly,
bit of it.
I just
I just seen a little bit of it.
they watched? They was asking Dave Canellis about how does this benching affects Bryce Young's confidence and also his career. And Dave Canales dodged it. He dodged it. He dodged it bad. He was like, I'm here to be, to put the best for the Carolina Panthers and the coach. I was like, dang. So now he only I thought he was here to help Bryce Young. So now I done turned to, hey, now I'm here to do what's best for the Carolina Panthers, help the Carolina Panthers. So that tells me they are looking for a quarterback. They're looking for a quarterback, and I don't know if that change will be in this draft class. We got to see. It only have to be two people. It has to be either Quentin Ewers or Cam Ward. So if those two can fit Canales' system, by all means, get them. But with this move here, this move today, that tells us that Bryce Young time in the Carolina Panthers is over. It's done. And it's sad.
It's
It's sad. I was very hyped for Bryce. I you know, and I say it again. I prefer C.J. Stroud from the start, but I was like, I'm cool with Bryce Young too. And I thought what we was gonna get was the talent that we saw in Alabama, but this kid last year messed him up so bad, and then this past offseason, that's why and I even said on Twitter, I'm not buying that we failed Bryce this year because I feel like we did. We were above and beyond to help him up for success this year. And I'm sorry, and I know there's a lot of Bryce truthers. I'm sorry, but when you invest $100 million into an O line, and then you went out and got Xavier Legette, you went out and what I'm saying, you got Dante Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Help people that can separate. Like you said, Shanti, they was getting open. X was getting open, dealing wide open, naked, and Bryce is scared to throw down the field. You're not going to win doing 5 yards and check downs, 5 yard passes and everything like that. Screens. People saying why Canal is doing screens with Miles Sanders. Or, well, you got a quarterback that can't throw down the field. What else can you do? What else can you call? You ain't going to win that way. You just ain't going to do it. If we wanted a quarterback like that, we could have called up Teddy Bridgewater. And still to this day, Teddy Bridgewater is still the best statistic quarterback in the COVID era. Since COVID happened, the 2020 season, Teddy is still our best quarterback that we done had, and it's going on 4 years now. So my bad, I know I'm going too long. This is a rant,
Right.
but this
Nah, cook. Hey, man,
it's
cook,
it,
bro, cook, bro. We here to vent, bro. Cook on, brother.
it's it's a business move. It's a business move, bro. Dave Canales, he's not like I told you. Dave Canales is not a guy that sugarcoat anything. So I'm glad he made that move now. He knows what's gonna come with it. So you got to get your guy, Dave. This if David Tepper said go get your guy, go get.
I think it's I think it's unfortunate, obviously, for fans of the game who seen a guy at Alabama and they wanted potential from him, and Carolina being the play. I mean, of course, there was like debate between him and CJ, and a lot of guys wanted that guy. They wanted that's what they wanted. They was okay with whatever. I just think it's like you guys said, it's very unfortunate because of the season he had last year, his rookie year. He really wasn't brought in with a lot of confidence or just like you know given that confidence. It was just kind of like he was thrown into the wolves and like this all season. I remember I was seeing stuff like, oh, Bryce has got big in the gym and stuff like that and all this type of stuff. Where it's just like we're not seeing it. Like now, I feel like like you said, Tease, he's more timid than ever now. And for someone who I think is he only what 20, 21, 22 maybe he's young,
Yeah,
and
he
that's
may be
going
22. Yeah,
22 years old, and that's going to trail with him for the rest of his career. If this is it for him in Carolina, a lot of teams it's gonna be hard to take that gamble because a lot of teams aren't gonna trust you to be that guy. They're not gonna trust you at all. And it's just so unfortunate because, he was put in the right position to be, the guy in Carolina, and and just benching them is just a clear indication like, yo, we just can't unless they find a way to like, okay, let's keep developing you right now and bring you back in later in the year. But y'all know more than me. If he out now, his week 3 is over. It's a wrap for him.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty much wraps, and I hate to feel this way this early about a kid that I did really believe in. I did really believe in his talent level. Everything I saw through college, he was a killer. I was fully bought in on Bryce Young being able to be the guy. But like Ace said, I watch these games and you're watching the team coach as if they're handicapped at quarterback. And if that's how you have to coach and that's how you have to call plays, then there's nothing we can do for you, big dog. Like there's nothing I can do if I don't trust you to make a play down the field. He hasn't hit a deep ball in his career yet. He played a whole season last year, has not hit a deep ball yet. And like you said, Ace, you invested way too much into this offense for it to still look like this. You know, like you said, 100 million on the line. Deontay Johnson, XL. These are guys. These are things that have all been done predicated to help you be successful. David Tepper has done all of these things to make sure that you are successful. And again, this all starts from the top though, and this will be where we end it, because we can go all day about what's been wrong with the Carolina Panthers from top to bottom. But this is where it gets back to you, David. Your ass quit Quit meddling. Yo, big bald headed ass. Quit meddling, man. You hard headed as hell. I ain't never seen nobody just be wrong for like ever, brother. You've been shit up since
So
2018, dog. I've never seen nobody, bro, not learn a single lesson. Like, damn,
But
folk.
Shanti,
Like,
Shantis, he gave us Beyonce. He gave us Beyonce.
I'm gonna mince my words because I would be. You know what I'm
And,
saying? I'm with the
and
hive. And I don't come at me. You feel me? Y'all, because I mean if I say what I want to say, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get kicked off at Twitter. I'm gonna get kicked off the ground. I'm gonna get kicked off of this shit here we on right now. I'm telling you. Boy, don't David, you testing my patience, David. Tell
hey
you,
man, that man
testing
been
my
testing y'all
patience.
patience since 2018. Stop. Y'all ain't got no more patience to give.
See,
Y'all
here the
got a
thing
jar
though.
full of air right now. All the patience gone.
Here's the thing. I use them boys for content now. I'm here to simply get bars off and place parlays. Shout out to J.K. Dobbins, Quentin Johnston, making my slip hit yesterday. Appreciate
that's
y'all.
my
Hey,
last rant, bro. It just had to be us for have Quentin. We had to be Quentin Johnson's get right game, huh? With our luck, we just had to be Quentin Johnson's get right.
Dog, when my parlay, just to let y'all know, my parlay hit very early in the evening. Hit very early. I had a great day yesterday. I didn't lose. Y'all lost. Y'all boys lost. I
hey,
ain't lose nothing.
against his squad, that's savagery, bro. That's that's
Gotta
that's crazy work.
it's got to be done. Like
That's crazy work, bro.
I got money to
Against his
make.
own squad, bro. He got money. Hey, bro.
I got money to make.
Dollar bill. Hey, hey.
You feel me? Yeah, but you, David, you, 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 mother boy. I'm telling you, I can't. Oh my
David, put
god.
some money in your pocket, man. Hey. Yeah, got it.
I almost hit the thing. I almost let you rock out this year. I almost did. I almost told people like, hey, bro, maybe this ain't on. David ain't said nothing in a while. He ain't did nothing in a while. He ain't pissed me off in a long time. Maybe he turned the page. Nah, no, you didn't. No, you didn't because you made Frank Wright take a quarterback he didn't want, and we can all sit here and tell this lie that Frank did. Oh, Frank did want Bryce. They did. Bryce was always the number one guy. No, because if you had the number one overall pick, why are you having to hide from the rest of the league who you about to draft? What's the fucking secret? What's the goddamn secret? Who the fuck you trying to hide it from, brother? You go first. Who you trying to hide this shit from? You hide it from yourself because y'all don't agree. Yo, you didn't agree from the start. It looks like you didn't agree when you got him on the field because under Frank, he looked absolutely awful, and that offense wasn't tailored to him and what he did well at all. Because if any coach that's been coaching as long as Frank Reich had would not have put him out there with that type of system, knowing good and damn well his style of play from college. It just would not have happened. So again, thank you, David, for doing that too. And I mean, we got Dave Canales. I'm giving Dave Canales a fresh start. Dave Canales, his wagon is not hitched to Bryce Young, and I'm glad that he got to make this decision because I want him to be able to move freely and omnipotently, separately from whatever Bryce Young and the agenda David Tepper tried to push. And this is not an anti Bryce Young statement. This is more so just David Tepper, get your ass out the way. Get out the fucking way. Let the football people do their job. Stay the hell out the way. Or I'm gonna keep putting these parlays down on y'all boys. It really don't matter to me either way. I'm getting paid. I don't really damn. Fuck, I don't care.
Uh,
But
man.